All right. I'd like to talk about something that I believe is in many people's minds today, and that is what went down yesterday in the Americas, being that America chose to elect Donald Trump. You know, how does that affect you? And if it does, what are you gonna do about it? You know, because a lot of us get focused so much on what the world is doing around us, but never really what we're supposed to focus on, which is what are we doing? You know, what is it that we're doing to serve the world? You know, I believe that if you're not part of the game, whatever the game is, you're a spectator. You know, and I feel like if you go to any place where there is a game going on, football match, you know, whatever, anything. If you're there and your only job is to spectate or to participate, but not as a part of the individuals actually kicking the ball, moving the ball, I guess in this case policies or so to speak, then you're just a spectator. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's good when it's within a community that is based upon what you believe and what you value. You know, I believe like if you have a nation that holds your values, that holds your beliefs, it's good to be a spectator because that's what you were supposed to do. But it becomes a challenge, or it becomes difficult for, I guess it's not even difficult, it's just, it makes no sense when you have nothing, like you have no dog in the game. I guess that's the saying. I'm probably killing the, I don't know. Sometimes you don't get those things right. But if you are not invested in it, in terms of what you gonna get out of it, what is it that these individuals can help you do, whoever you decide to vote for? What is it that you value that they uphold? If none of that stuff is in there, then why do you even care? Worry about what you can control. Worry about yourself. Worry about your future. Worry about what you yourself do for you and for yours. And if this involves a bigger picture in terms of community development and things like that, then find a way to associate yourself with other people that are doing the same thing as you. Because I believe that if you're trying to change the world, or if you try to do something that is beneficial to the world, but you do it with the people that are not on the same page as you, the only thing you're gonna get is pullback. People are gonna just, your own organization is gonna affect how you do things because they are trying to go one way and you're trying to go somewhere else. And this is what I think is going on in the Americas in terms of people supporting one candidate over the other, but then looking at the candidate and saying, we only support them because they are better than the other, not because they are there for us. Like, the idea is to not even select the candidate, is your values. If they have your values if they uphold your values, or if they speak the values that you believe benefits you and your people and your future, then that's how you vote. But if you just have two people and one is better than the other, and you're just gonna vote for one because you're scared of the other, what is the point, really? What is the point? And I feel like the results in America might not have been the best according to what most people might have wished for, especially those of us in the communities of color. That's not a word I like to use, but we know who you know what I'm talking about. Might not been the result that many people in those communities wished for, but what were you gonna get? You had Obama for 8 years and you got what? What did you get, man? You know, it's not about that, man. We have to understand what America is. America is about business. You want to do business, you're gonna succeed in America. You want to try to deal with what values you most want to uphold within your communities and your society. America is probably not the best place you want to go to deal with that. And so we have to understand what we vote for, why we're voting, you know. And that's why I focus on ours, focusing on legacies, focusing on ourselves first, understanding first, and developing ourselves in order to be able to go into the world and say, okay, I'm ready. You know, I'm ready to be a part of this. You know, because if you're an organization, you don't want an individual that has 2 or 3 different heads. They don't know what they want to do with their life. So to the young people, if you're listening, just don't let the old people fool you. You know, this is one thing old people do. We keep telling the young people, oh, you are the future, you are the future. Young people, you are the future. If you're telling me that I am the future, but yet every time I look at you, you ain't done nothing, what future am I supposed to be? You used to be a child, right? And I'm sure somebody told you that you were the future, right? What did you do in that future that somebody told you you were the future of? Not much. You know why? Because the people who told you that didn't do anything that you can look up to and say, they are doing something, I better build up on that, you know? And so I really want people, especially those of us who are still with, and I guess you're never really too old. You're only too old when you decide, I'm too old. But other than that, you're always young. You're always going to be young, because if you feel the energy, if you can get up, you can do something, you're young. Because whatever you do, anytime you do it, so long as you put your mind to it, you can bring into the world, you can manifest. And so those of us who are young, my message is, don't focus on the things you can't control. You know, worry about what you can control. And what you can control is what? Your legacy, your personal development, your journey, your story. You know, some of the story you can't always control, but you can control how it affects you in terms of moving forward. Allow yourself to see that. You know, take time to learn about yourself, and then so when you're ready to join the world, communities, the people that have the same values as you, you know which way to turn. And then they can embrace you as well, because if you're not in your right persona, if you're not ready to embrace your own self, your own, whether it's demons, challenges, struggles, if you haven't done that, it's difficult for other people to deal with you. And so you won't function. You won't function anywhere. Not within yourself and not around yourself. And so let's focus on that, you know. And so the idea of looking at the results of what took place in America and thinking, oh, the world is coming to an end. What do you guys expect? What did you guys expect, man, looking at what's been going on in America? What did you expect? Hillary Clinton will not be any better. They're just the same things. One coin is red, the other coin is blue, the same coin. Same coin. You know, one guy might articulate himself better than all others, Barack Obama, but what is the results? You know, when Barack Obama got elected, I cried. You know, I was wearing Barack Obama's t-shirt, I cried. You know, I thought, there you go, America has come. You know, we finally turned the page. But then we saw the true colors of America. Am I saying, am I criticizing America? No, I'm just saying you get to see what America is the same way you get to see any other place by by the results, by the fruits they bear, not what they say. What you say is just words. It's the fruits that you bear. And it's those fruits that whether you see them develop and evolve, or they just devolve. Is America devolving? Who knows? But the one thing I know is, if you worry about America and not you, and what you are supposed to do for you and your children and your future, you're losing. Because one thing I know for sure, Trump is winning, you know, and I'm not excited because Trump is winning. I'm just saying, be excited about you and what you're supposed to do. Not what Trump did, not what Trump is supposed to do, what you're supposed to do for you. Not for nobody else, it's you. And then when you're ready to join and help other people, then you do that too. You get excited about helping other people. But that's not before you figure out who you are, what you're supposed to do. It's after. It's after. All right? That's what I think about, election 2016. It wasn't something I followed, but you can't help it. It's all over the place. It follows you. Peace.